Alright, and welcome back to Let's Play The Sims. So, if we head on over to Magic Town View, I actually made a sim, and look, he has 1,595 magic coins. He could afford any house that he wants to, but I imagine out of all of 3 houses here, you would want to probably see this one right here, which is the biggest one. So let's move in here, and there we go. So this is what it's like when your sim lives in Magic Town, and they get a fancy new mailbox, and I think that's it. There is this really cool curved staircase, though. Don't normally see that in the houses that we've been playing with, so let's go ahead and have them use it. And as far as gameplay goes, though, there's not anything too different about this. The only thing is, instead of having to spam a spell 15 times for a growth to spawn, and these ones you actually just have to use 10 spells. And then once you have 10 spells, you can have a growth spawn. But yep, that's it. It's really nothing too special, to be honest. But it was really cool that they added more lots. And I guess, oops, I meant to go back. I completely forgot that I could just exit without saving. That way we could still show off all the other houses. So let me show off the last one. Here it is. And that's it. Over here we have a whole bunch of flamingos and gnomes. That way we can enchant them to come to life if we really wanted to. But, yep, that's all. I suppose we're going to move this old man, though. We'll move him into the biggest house. And actually, I forgot to show off a couple deaths. I think I've shown off most of the deaths. The only ones that I haven't shown off, I think, are the skydiving simulator one. So the only reason I'm going with this dude is because he has money. So he should be able to afford this, I think. Should be under miscellaneous. Yeah, here it is. So I don't think I actually ever showed this object off. It is something that came with the Superstar expansion pack, I believe. And if we have our sim go over here to skydive. Okay, and all you have to do is block off the exit with any type of object. And then we fast forward time for a very long time. And he's actually going to get a few body skill points while he's at it. But this is actually a pretty awesome object. It's just to simulate skydiving. But like I was saying, once the energy goes all the way down, we should be witnessing a death. I actually can't recall if this is also a death with the scuba diving one. Let's buy this over here. I'm actually going to save the game while his energy is kind of low. And oh, I totally forgot to mention, this is the last part of this Let's Play. So that's pretty nuts, right? So after I finish showing off this poor old man dying a couple times, maybe. Oh, let's see. Is he going to go yet? There he goes. Oh, there he goes. And there we go. All right, now we're not going to save. And I'm not exactly sure if he can die in the scuba diving one. I don't think he can. If it is, it's something I've never witnessed. So let's go ahead and give this a shot, shall we? So we'll have him enter the tank. There you go. Go inside. We've actually used this object before when we went to Studio Town with Jackie. I remember that much. Oh, we actually can't block it. So yeah, I'm going to assume that they did not program a death for this. But at least we got to see him die with the skydiving simulator. There is one pretty cool thing about living in Magic Town. The fact that you get to listen to this beautiful music when you're in buy and build mode. Let's just take a quick listen. It's so good. It is so good. And you can find all of these tracks online on YouTube. If you just put in The Sims Making Magic soundtrack, you'll find all the build and buy songs, and they're so good. I can't get over it. Now, this is another death that I didn't show off, and it is also something that came with oh, you know what, we're gonna need 2 people for this. So all right, we're not gonna save. We're gonna go back. We're just, you know, killing Sims today, no problem whatsoever. Let's see, let's go with Bob and Betty Newbie. Oh my god, maybe this could be how they died, because I know that in The Sims 2 they died, and poor Brandy is the only one that's left alone. And also I remember reading comments about, like, isn't Brandy's last name Broke in Sims 2? And yeah, that's because she married some dude with the last name Broke and she took his name. But Brandy broke in The Sims 2. She is actually the daughter of Bob and Betty Newby from The Sims 1. Just by the way, in case you did not know, fun facts. Okay, now we're going to delete this and this and this and this. We're gonna just delete this whole entire bedroom. And we're gonna get a fireplace here. We'll get the fanciest one. Actually, that's too big. We'll get this one. Now let's buy this object over here with our fancy cheat rosebud. Not to be confused with motherlode. Though I think in other versions of The Sims, there's some other crazy cheat to get the 1000 simoleons. Alright, now Bob, you're gonna go over here and start breathing some oxygen. Betty, you're gonna go over here. And a door is going to mysteriously disappear. Sorry about that. Okay, now go light a fire. And as Bob is enjoying this oxygen over here, something terrible may happen, possibly. Now let's go ahead and take a picture of the before. Okay, and there we go. That's what happens. You do not mix oxygen bars with fireplaces. It is just bad news. Now Brandy's not even worried about her parents at all. She's just going up there to play with toys. And there we go. This is how we're gonna pretend how Bob and Betty Newby died in The Sims 1. So poor Brandy, this is how she became broke. They had all this nice stuff over here. And oh, okay, I guess Betty actually survived it. I guess she died through natural causes later on, apparently. But rest in peace, Bob Newby. I'm sorry I had to do it. I had to do it. Sorry. You had to die. I'm so sorry. But don't worry. I mean, eventually, if we wanted to, we could resurrect him. And Betty just gets straight to cleaning. She's just a single mother now. So, yep. Those are the deaths that I didn't cover. I think I haven't shown off a Sim starved to death either. But it's nothing too extraordinary. I don't feel like it's really worth showing off. They just tip over and die, basically. So now that we've shown off a whole bunch of death, oh my god. Let's go resurrect someone. So look at this. Poor Kyle. Just super bummed out that Robert the 15th has died thanks to Salem's actions. So we're actually going to have him go ahead and resurrect him so that he can have his best buddy back in the world. I just wanted to show off the death of a dragon eating a sim. And apparently cats can also do it too. So if Salem was a cat, he could have definitely, well, someone else would have had to use a totification spell, but still, it would have worked. And there we have it. Robert the 15th is, oh, well, my game crashed again. Oh my god. You know, it's probably because I use all these mods and stuff that it like freaks out and it doesn't know what to do. It's like, there's too many deaths happening. What are you doing to your game? Stop it. Alrighty, now let's try this again. If not, then Robert the 15th is just gonna have to remain dead if my game crashes again. So let's try this. There we go. Okay, the game crashed again. Oh my god, I don't know. I guess Robert is just gonna have to remain dead because every time I try to resurrect him, the game just freaks out and crashes. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Kyle. I'm sorry. So sorry. Don't worry, you'll see him in ghost form around the house. But maybe what we can do is cheer him up with some good, tasty treats, I suppose. I don't know. We're gonna just have him eat his pain away. Let's go read some recipes and we're gonna make a bunch of stuff. So we don't actually have to find out, like, we don't have to make the wine or cake to find out what it is. So that's pretty convenient. We're gonna need a lot of grapes, sugar, elderberries, I believe that's what that is, and also some honey and baking mix. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna have him just go ahead and go into Magic Town. That way we can show off the failed interactions at the magic performance area, as well as purchasing a whole bunch of crap for baking, even though it's really not like the most vital thing to show off, but I guess we may as well. That way we can try to show off as many things as we can from making magic. I don't know if there's anything that I missed. One thing that I didn't get to show off, and this happened to me once actually when I was just spamming a bunch of spells with Jack, the kid. The magic man actually came to the house and was like, yo, you're not using magic for good or something like that. And he ended up charging us 5 simoleons for not using magic correctly, which is really bizarre. I actually have never witnessed that before. So apparently sometimes, I don't know if the magic dude thinks that you're using magic for bad, then he'll go over and fine you, which is really weird. I've never seen that happen before. It was very bizarre. But alright, I think we have a whole bunch of crap in here. I may have to have him go to another lot just so that he can refresh himself because I've been having him spend a whole bunch of cash. Go away! Oh my god, Sonny the Tragic Clown, what are you doing? Get out of here. Okay, nobody likes you. Why are you here in Magic Town? Just get out. Oh my god. Though I suppose it's not the most surprising thing that we just ran into him here. Especially when there's so many clown-related objects all around here. Okay, we have a whole bunch of ingredients. Hopefully that's enough. If it's not, then I'm really sorry. And oh my god, look, wait, we can visit him? Okay, no, this is a private Creepy Hollow lot. Please select one of the Calamity Forest lots as a destination. That's funny. And we can actually see the sky simulator and the scuba diving thing outside, which is pretty nuts. Well, good. While we're here and we refresh ourselves, we can go ahead and perform Magic Storm, Mummy Tomb, and the Spouses and fail at them after this dude finishes performing. And we've actually seen some of the failures already. When we try to do Magic Storm, I don't think anything happens at all. Then we'll see with Mummy Tomb and then the Spouses. So there we go. Oh, actually, I guess because he has sort of improved his logic skill. So that's right, he's actually going to be successful at this. Never mind. Alright, we need to have Sabrina come over here then, because she doesn't have any logic skill points. So we can go home now to do some bacon, because bacon sounds like a lot of fun. Let's just make the recipes one by one. I think we've already made one before, haven't we? We made the grape nectar. No, we made elderberry nectar, didn't we? So let's make grape nectar. This requires 2 things of grape and 1 thing of sugar. Okay, so 2 things of grape and 1 thing of sugar. And actually, I think now that I think about it, I can actually use this to get the ingredients for baking also. I just realized. Let me see. Yeah, we can get sugar, honey, and all that stuff. Okay, so if we need more, we can just use that object instead. So here we go. We'll go make some delicious nectar, which we've already seen this animation before. But I'll still make the nectar. I don't think I've shown our Sims actually drinking it. And I believe this object over here, yeah, we can actually store our nectar here, which is great. That way we don't have to keep it in our inventory. And we can actually serve nectar. So we'll go ahead and taste our grape nectar that we just created. And there he goes, pouring it in these fancy glasses. Let's drink it. So sophisticated. All right, let's take a picture. Wonderful. Now he's just drinking his pain away. Oh my god. This is so sad, kind of. Now we can make some honey nectar. So honey, grapes, and sugar. Okay. You know, I didn't read the description. I'm sorry. Okay, grapes, honey, and sugar. I'll remake the grape one as well afterwards. If they have different descriptions, I'm not even sure if they do or not. Oh, did I misread that? I totally misread that, didn't I? Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, good. I was like, what? So... honey nectar, the sweetest of sweet, like a kiss from a hummingbird. You'll sure enjoy wetting your whistle with a sip or two from this heavenly beverage. Wonderful. Okay, well the other one was 2 things of grape and sugar. So let's go get some more grapes. Oh yeah. And this is why I really didn't do the baking all that much earlier in this series, because it's like not really the most exciting stuff ever. But I don't know. I figure I'll go ahead and show it off. And like I said, Kyle just needs some comfort food in his life, so we're going to go ahead and at least give him that in life. And there we go. We made some grape nectar, and it says, a sweet and sour tasty treat to tantalize your taste buds. A favorite of Magicoid's founder. You'll draw good company with this delightful drink. Wonderful. All right, now can you guys get out of the way, please? Pixie, get out. Get out. Just go over there. In fact, you don't teleport over there since you're so fancy. All right, well, we're getting done and oh, okay, we got some fairy dust. That's great. Now here, have we made baked bread? I don't know. We just need 3 things of baking mix. So baking mix, bacon mix, bacon mix. Let's do this. Wonderful. Now we will go and bake. And there we go. We have some freshly baked bread that he's carrying very weirdly. But wonderful. We'll have Sabrina go over here and grab a plate after she's mourning the death of her ex-lover. Let's read this recipe again. Oh, there we go. Okay, good. Josephine got a slice of bread there. That actually looks really, really good. Now, we've made the homemade cake before, but now we're going to make carrot cake. I don't want to make carrot cake, but we're going to make carrot cake. So we need butter, baking mix, and carrots. So baking mix. Let's see, can we get butter from this? Probably. Let's see. Magic items, butter. And what was the last thing that we needed? Oh, carrots. The worst thing in the world. Right. So there we go. Okay, so we'll add the... Or was it the honey? Was it honey? What was it? Pick carrots. And oh god, and butter. I'm so dumb. Okay, there we go. I have really bad memory, as you guys know already. So, are we baking? Yes, we are. And there we have our carrot cake. Yay. And he just put it on the floor where it belongs. Don't eat that. Don't eat that. Don't. That'll just make you feel even worse. Now, let's continue making the rest of this stuff. And I think we're almost done. I don't think there's too many things we have to make. We just have to make one more thing. It's the elderberry pie. So we need sugar, elderberries, and baking mix. Okay, baking mix, elderberries, and sugar. There we go. Alrighty. And then we'll have shown off all of the pies and cakes and breads and all that good stuff. And look at that pie. That looks delicious. Go ahead and grab a slice. Treat yourself. There we have it. And our place looks so gross. Look at all this crap everywhere. Don't worry, Bonehilda or Servo will eventually come over here and get that situated. Okay, so I think that's it. We have shown off all of the spells and charms. We've shown off the recipes. I'm not exactly sure if there's more recipes that you can like actually find out or not, but I've shown off the ones that come with the recipe book at the very least. And oh, you know what we need to do actually? We need to head on over to Magic Town with Pixie. That's right, because we need to actually show off the dueling properly, because I have not done that yet. So you know what? We're gonna get revenge on Vicky. We're going to go ahead and battle her, and the reason that we're doing this is so that we can get revenge for her being so sassy to us. But first, we're gonna refresh ourselves, and then we will challenge her to a duel. Okay, so here we go. So we are going to get a randomly assigned set of skills, and they're all, you know, categorized by color. So here, she's going to be using a blue spell. She has red, blue, black, and yellow. I have white, blue, black, and yellow. Now, since she is using blue, okay, what beats blue? I have a little guide over here. So red can beat blue, and also white can beat blue. Now, we don't have red, we just have white. So I think we're just gonna have to go with white, because let me see. Let me just make sure I'm doing everything right. Okay, yes, we're gonna have to use white lightning, which is really unfortunate because white lightning is actually our most powerful spell. It goes from the most powerful to the weakest. So chances are that we may not be able to get a perfect duel out of the way, because there is a difference. If you manage to successfully do all of your spells correctly, Vicky will actually cry. So she is casting the red spell, and white beats red, but we already used that. So what else beats red? Okay, yellow. So we're gonna use yellow brimstone. Here we go. And I think we've seen most of these spells already, but they're still pretty amusing to watch anyways. And it's really fun to get our revenge on Vicky for giving us so much sass. Now, why are you guys all cheering for Vicky? Come on now. Give Pixie some love. Thank you. We have like one fan who's some old man. I wasn't paying attention, so I didn't use anything, but for the most part, we did pretty fine. So yay, stars above. It looked like you weren't gonna make it for a second, but aside from some singed hair, the day is yours. Okay, so there's still room for improvement. Let's do this again. Well, we're not gonna be able to show off the flawless victory, unfortunately. But like I said, it's really nothing too different. You just get a little like dialogue saying how awesome you are, basically. And Pixie does a little victory dance, and Vicky would have cried. So that's pretty much it. But yeah, that's all. That's it. That's literally like all Making Magic has to offer. I was able to show it off like relatively fast, mostly because of the fact that I had these hacked objects to help me out along the way. But obviously, if you played this normally without any cheats, It is an expansion pack that would last a very long time. I mean, even with all these cheats, I still covered this expansion pack over, I think, like 10 parts, and each part was about like half an hour long or so. So that was pretty awesome. I love this expansion pack. I still do. It's so good. We're going to go look at the family albums, and then we're going to come back to the house and then go climbing up the beanstalk. I just want to save that for last. So let's go in order, okay? So very first family we ever moved into the neighborhood was actually the grapes over here. And we're just gonna look through the family album. Oh my god. Okay. So this is back in part 1 when we decided to move them into this lot. And oh my god, this house is so bad. This is when my beef with Bella started to begin because she broke our sink and we had a robber with no alarm, which is very unfortunate. This is when Danny was born, which was very awesome. I believe that Bill was the first one to pee in this house. And yay, the baby cradle becomes a child. Fantastic. That is when Danny came to be a boy. And soon a man after he adopts Paula randomly. I believe this is when we got our second bathroom, and I was so excited about that. Oh, that's right. I remember I was like, oh my god, he's the first one to use the toilet. And oh my god, she's the first one to use the shower. Like, that's what used to get me excited back then. And this is when Danny adopted Paula, which is great. Oh god, this is gross. This is when Michael Bachelor came over and started to be a freak. Oh, look right there. We have a television of the romance channel. Hold on, let's look at the romance channel now that we have different things. So look, it's like a promotional image from The Sims Hot Date now, which is interesting. Okay, got distracted. That's right, we got a pool, and I was like, oh yeah, and Bill just used it all the time. There's Paula wearing her pink outfit. Oh my god, go away, maid, you freak. Oh no, what? That's right, we had Bella move in, Scruffy's first wife. In the kitchen, so romantic. And then that is when we held her captive. And then we had the battle of the century over here with Bethany, and we decided whoever won got to keep the red dress. And sure enough, Bethany won, so then she got to wear Bella's dress. Then she passed out. We finally got the policewoman to capture the robber after so many attempts because, oh my god, she walks so slow. Then we created the gnomes. We got her to kick the gnome, which then exploded. The genie was awesome, but at the same time awful because he kept ruining our lives. Scruffy kept making potions and setting fire. But that's right, this is when the hot tub showed up in our living room, and I didn't even realize. I legit had no idea that it was in the living room. You guys have to understand, I have 2 monitors, so when I sometimes look to the right to see how long I've been recording, I just think I must have been looking away because, I mean, it was right there in front of my face. That was an awesome surprise. And of course, we had Bella here, and Bethany was using the voodoo doll on her. Oh yeah, Diane randomly died on our lot. I can't remember that. I think I killed her. We had the tragic clown harassing us, and we tried to kill him, and we did. We killed that darn clown. Fantastic. And the fireman was like over there for way too long doing nothing. This is when Bella became Frankenstein, and then eventually she killed herself by trying to repair the TV. And Bella has been electrocuted. Oh my god, rest in peace. We tried to plead for her death, but we were not successful in that at all. Who's that little girl? Oh, you know what? That's Jeff Pleasant's child. That's right. Here we got an awesome pool table, and that's right, just a bunch of nonsense happening. Oh my god, these are the most random screenshots I've ever seen in my entire life. Oh yeah, we got Bill to become an astronaut. I was pretty proud of that, because normally in The Sims 1, when I played when I was a little kid, I normally didn't get them very far in their careers. And this is the mod I downloaded to use the rifle to shoot Bella's grave. And oh no, the repo man stealing our crap, which is so rude. This is when Bella left the family. She went back to Mortimer, and then remember she got abducted by aliens. I don't think I have actual snapshots for that, unfortunately, though. Oh yeah, and then this is when I finally got to install the vacation expansion pack, and they just went around all the vacation lots having a good time. This was with pets, and they got Palooka, the kitty, who's adorable, and all these other little small pets everywhere. God, we have a lot of pets. What is wrong with us? What's happening here? Why is Scruffy here? I have no idea. I guess he just came over one day and then I decided to take a picture of it. So that was it. All right, awesome. Now let's go to Bob and Betty's. Actually, I guess we technically played with the newbies first, and their story's a little grim, but I didn't really play with them all that much. I mean, I did have them have their baby, Brandy, just to continue like the Sims 2 story. And that's right. I think we did invite the entire family over so that they could have a 4th of July party, because I remember it was 4th of July when I was recording one day, and yeah, I had them have a barbecue here. Look, so here's the entire family just chilling, having a good time, enjoying the fireworks. But unfortunately, Bob, you know, he just was a little too dangerous with his life and decided to use the oxygen bar with the fireplace, and Bob is burned to death, but Betty was able to survive it. But she's going to inevitably die once the time comes, because by The Sims 2 she is dead, unfortunately. Now we're going to go back into neighborhood view, and after the newbies and the grapes, where did we go? Oh, you know what? I actually did do a live stream of this household over here. In case you don't know, I do live streams at twitch.tv/AndrewArcade, and I had streamed The Sims 1 one day. I think I'll probably stream it again in the future because this game was a lot of fun to stream. This is a whole other like plot, and I think I actually summarized this in one part, what had happened in the stream. Just a whole bunch of nonsense happening with Chris and Melissa. And that's right, they had a baby, and the baby's name was, I think, Mr. Siler. This is the most random thing ever. That's right, there was like a whole bunch of betrayal in this household with the love potions with Chris. But eventually, Chris was able to actually settle down with Scruffy. So I don't think I have too many pictures with the Goths. Let me look. No, I just have the picture of Mortimer dying, so that's great. Oh my goodness. But let's go to the pineapples, because we did actually play with them for a little while with the house party expansion pack, and that was a lot of fun. I actually really like the way this house came out, especially when we had all the party stuff. It just looked really cool because I had downloaded all of the tiki themed furniture from 7 Deadly Sims, and it was just a lot of fun. House party is just, it's a really good expansion pack, but the thing is, you know, that one doesn't really have so much content, so that's why we didn't really get to keep this party area all that much. But hey, at least we got to see the strippers and Drew Carey randomly, well, not randomly, but even the tragic clown made an appearance. There's Drew Carey, hooray! That's right, and then we installed Hot Date, took Kitten out on a date, and then we quickly went on over to vacation. And I remember Fluffy would just constantly make those sand castles all the time for no reason whatsoever. It was a very fun time, and they're the only ones that got an award. I guess they must have had like a really fun time, because they actually got an award for, like, I don't know, best visitors or something like that. I can't remember what for, but why is they're in their like bathing suits in the snow for some reason? That's odd. And oh god, that's right, whenever you install an expansion pack and you go into the household, they all end up like this in the center of the lot, which is kind of creepy. That's right, and that's when we got, oh my god, what is our dog's name? Can I try to remember without having to go look? Oh my god, what was his name? Rusty. Rusty was his name. That's right, Rusty was awesome. He went to go fight El Bandito, I remember. And that's when we actually got to do dog shows and show off some of the gardening. And then we got Kitten, the kitty, I can't remember the cat's name. Does it have a name? I don't know. Unleashed was really awesome though, just like how much it expanded your entire town, which was pretty incredible. And then we quickly switched on over to Making Magic, where we had Scruffy go downtown. What's the cat's name? Poofy. Okay, cat's name is Poofy. Great name choices. I don't know who else we have to go to. I guess we have to go over here to the Strawberry family, and that's like it. And then the pomegranates. Do I have snapshots with the Pleasants? Oh yeah. This is when I pretended Jeff Pleasant was like, he had gone insane after his wife went missing, and I had him just paint all the time until the child called the police over. Mortimer scummaging through the trash. But then eventually we got Jeff's wife to return, Diane, as a zombie. But I mean, at least she's back. So now zombies living in the town. That was silly. And over here, we have the strawberries who we've played with the Superstar and also the Hot Date expansion pack, as well as Vacation. So that was pretty cool. And oh man, Hot Date was the best. Just being able to have your Sims go downtown. Though I wish that the children could have gone downtown with the family as well. It's kind of crappy because only adult Sims can go down there. But I forgot Damien just straight up went downtown in his underwear for some reason, which is pretty silly. And oh, actually, I'm remembering it now. This chick right here. No joke, this was such a weird bug. We were waiting for the cab for Jackie to go home. Only Jackie, we just had her go home. And then this chick jumps in the cab with us and then goes into the house. And I've never had that happen before. I don't know why that happened, but it was pretty amusing actually. I think that was Freddie Prinze Jr. And then here we have the invisible body lady. Oh man, oh yeah. There's Marilyn Monroe. We never got her to visit us, which is unfortunate. But it is a thing that can happen. If your sim becomes really, really famous, they get a Simmy Award, and Marilyn Monroe will actually show up on your lot in a limousine with a paparazzi and present you with the Simmy Award. So I'm sorry I wasn't able to show that off, but that's all that happens, and then you can display the award at your house. There is a golden toilet, I remember that. So glamorous. There's Andy Warhol. Avril Lavigne. Oh my god. Which is certainly an interesting thing to see in The Sims 1. Oh my god. Just a whole bunch of obsessed fans and us just climbing the ladder to fame, which was a lot of fun for sure. God, Superstar took a very long time. Superstar becoming famous, I guess I appreciate how long it takes you to get famous, but it's like, oh my god, it just takes so much work. But then with making magic, you get that charm that can basically turn you into celebrity overnight, which is pretty insane. And why is there just randomly a picture of Drew Carey in here? I guess I must have thrown a party. Oh, you know, I was doing this when I was raising the relationships with all of the Sims on the lot, and Drew Carey just decided to stop by. And this is when Jackie became a superstar and had the flamingo limousine, which is wonderful. And am I missing anyone? I don't know. Just the pomegranates. That's it, right? We've gone to the grapes, the broomies, goths, pineapple, newbie. There's not too many pictures here, I don't think. Diana has... That's right. I killed off Diana and Nina. The only reason I killed them, not because they're dead in The Sims 2. Clearly, they're alive in The Sims 2. But it's because their custom content didn't work anymore. So I was like, well, I'm just going to delete them because people won't recognize them. But, oh, if you remember a long time ago when Michael Batchelor actually used to live with Chris roomies over here, they had a whole fiasco where Michael Batchelor died in a fire over here when Chris decided to set off a firework in the room. So don't worry. We're just going to have to pretend that Diana and Nina actually moved out and just did not die because they're not dead in The Sims 2. All right, so that just leaves the pomegranates. So I gotta say, I'm very happy that I decided to use a new family just because of how different making magic is. I just felt like it would have been a little weird if we had one of our previous families learn magic. So having this school, but I think this is the first time in the Sims series where you ever had to do quests. So that was pretty interesting. That's right. This is when Bethany was nagging about Danny. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching the making magic portion of this Let's Play, just because I thought it was so awesome how like they just went all out for this expansion pack and all these crazy spells you could do. That's right, I still have to show off the failing things. Oh my god, that completely slipped my mind. Good thing I'm looking at the photo album, otherwise I would have completely forgot. All right, so that's right, that's when we try to use Banish, but it completely failed, which was unfortunate. And I mean, the reason I'm going through this really quickly is because I mean, we've seen this somewhat recently, so I don't feel like to go into detail about everything, but that's right. Bonehilda freaking out the maid, and at the same time Claire the bear getting chased away by bees. Jack, for whatever reason, looking at Pixie while she's going pee. And then I remember at one point, oh yeah, Sabrina turning into a small little person. And I believe soon yep, this is when we get Bernie. And eventually Bernie is gonna kill Mortimer, spoiler alert. But that'll happen soon enough. I remember because we summoned the Will-O-Wisp, and that is when all that crap went down. That is when Mortimer died at the toilet. And Pixie almost killed Josephine. Oh my god. We tried to plead for his death, but it didn't work, but we were able to bring him back as a zombie. And then that's right, that's what I had to kill him again. I don't think I showed this off, but he actually starved to death? That's weird. I thought that he drowned, but he was swimming, but he starved, and that's odd. Whatever. Anyways, that's when I had to kill him to get him out of my house. I gotta say, there were a lot more deaths at the very end of this Let's Play. In the beginning, there wasn't really all that many, but like, God, how many people have died? Like in the past 10 parts, I want to say like maybe 5 people have died or so. I don't know, or like there's been 5 deaths, and I think Mortimer died like 3 times. That is randomly when Pixie went naked into the bed with Sabrina, the gnome's getting drunk, and the flamingo's flirting with Pixie. Oh yeah, that's when we made it rain, and we just saw all this gold everywhere, which was pretty amazing. This is when we got Frobert the 15th, and eventually we had the clone here who started pouring puddles in the middle of the street and then died. And then here we are, all caught up when I was doing all the magic crystals and magic growths. So, oh my god, Salem becoming a human and then casting the teleportation spell on Frobert the 15th, and then Frobert the 15th getting killed by our dragon. Alright, so we have a couple more things to show off. Okay, so we'll try to perform these 3 magic tricks. However, they're all going to go terribly wrong. But at least we have a fancy outfit. Now let's see how this is gonna work out for this assistant. Is she gonna die? Who knows? I mean, so far she seems to be doing pretty okay. Oh, there she goes. Okay. No, just kidding. Let's try again, this time with metamorphosis or whatever, and see how this will go. And this poor assistant is just gonna get a whole bunch of damage done to her. Last but not least, we have the segmented woman trick. So let's have her go into the box, and here we have it. She's just not having any of that. That's all that happens. So there. I think we did everything that we said we were gonna do. So now I just want to say, before I climb the beanstalk, thank you very much for watching this Let's Play. I'm really sorry that throughout the Let's Play there was really large gaps, but if you've watched from the beginning and you got to this point, oh my god, thank you very, 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 very much. I had a lot of fun visiting this game over so many years, and I'm really happy the way this neighborhood shaped out to be, and I have a lot of favorite Sims for each household. I actually like every Sim that I've made. I mean, I know we didn't get to play with some of them as much as the others, but they were still pretty enjoyable to have in the neighborhood. And my god, like, we've been playing this game for a really long time, and we've only used a portion of these lots, like, and there's all these other lots that still have, you know, vacant homes. So I'm not joking when I played this game all the time as a kid, and I don't even think as a kid I managed to fill out my entire neighborhood, because it's just, you can play with each family for so long, and it's just, I don't think I actually ever filled up a neighborhood all the way. But maybe with this neighborhood, if I keep streaming it on Twitch, I can get to that point, possibly. So let's have Pixie go ahead and climb this beanstalk, and it's gonna look funny because it's short, so she's actually not gonna climb it properly. But you know what, we're gonna pretend that she can do it because she can levitate anyways. with that ability crystal. So you'll see her just climbing into nothing essentially. But look, here we go. Just going up into nothing. Which is super silly, but it's happening. Typically the beanstalk would be there. And then here we go. Here we have a giant man and some giant beans. Let's go steal the magic beans. Let's take a picture of Mr. Will Wright, who is the creator of The Sims. Get it? He's the creator. That's why he's napping on a cloud really high in the air. He's basically the god of The Sims 1, and Pixie is paying a visit to God in The Sims 1. So let's go and view Mr. Will Wright, and you'll see Pixie is amused. And it says, thanks for playing The Sims. And then that's it. That's pretty much it. It's just a cute little Easter egg that they decided to put in, which is really awesome. And that's all that's on this lot. Just a giant Will Wright. And that's all we can do here, so now we're gonna go back home. Oh god, I can't believe they added that into the game, but it's pretty awesome that they did. So I'm really sorry we weren't able to bring Frobert back to life. My game just kept crashing, but like I said, thank you so much for watching. And now I'm just gonna have the credits play because actually before we do that, let's have Nessie show up. There's Nessie. Hey, Nessie. Okay. Anyways, like I was saying, thank you so much for watching. That concludes this Let's Play for The Sims. I hope that you enjoyed it. And I will see you all next time for my future Let's Plays.